All right. Thank you everyone for being here. Hopefully we'll get a few more people rolling in as we go. I'm just going to go over, first off, what makes up an Amoebit. We have a slime trail. That's our first piece. Let me put one of these on. I'll just put on purple. We have a core, and that's an object that's floating around inside the Amoebit. So we can do this eyeball here. Or you know what? Let's get this one off. Let's do something cool. Bone. We'll do a chicken wing. All right, so there's a chicken wing in the center. Then you get a body. And we have different tiers of rarity as far as the bodies go. You've got just like base colors. You can see here. And then we've got some split colors for tier 2. Those are a little more fun. And then we've got some more rare ones. We're thinking dark, light, and rainbow are probably gonna be our rares. Dark and light may be a tier down, but we'll talk about that and figure that out. For now, let me just pop on this blue. Then you get a custom mouth. So whenever you're minting, you're gonna get something here. You get a mustache. Let me turn that one off. This tongue sticking out. Those are more rare ones. Some of the more basics are just kind of, casual expressions. Eyes, we have the same kind of thing. We've got the Cyclops eye. Some of the more rare ones would be the sunglasses, the eye patch, and then just, some more general expressions down here. I'll leave this one on for now. And then you're going to generate a hand modification. So there's a cane right there. Hand axe. We've got like a fish. I want to leave the fish on. We've got a bunch more, but I won't go through all of them. I'm a big fan of the fish. Some offhand modifications. These will be more rare. So you're for sure going to generate a piece for everything I've shown so far. The offhand will be kind of up in the air. So you may get an offhand. You may not. Pink party hat. Yeah. We've got lots more assets to make as well. So this is not going to be everything in the that you'll see on mint day, but this is some of the stuff we have now. We've got a shield for offhand, and like I said, those are not going to be a guarantee, but there will be a chance to get a little accent item on the offhand. And then on top, of course, we have hats. Top hat. We got like a gamer headset. We got a beanie, halo, pineapple head, flower, all kinds of stuff. So that's the composition in general of the Amoebits. I know I already went through this with you guys twice because we weren't recording, but does anyone have questions about how the rarity is going to work or anything like that?
With the Amoebits that are split in 3 ways, where the head is just a different color, would that be, if you had like that combination with the top hat or something, would it cover it up?
Yeah,
or would you still?
Let me show you, because I've tested that. Let's test with the rainbow, because that's the most split, right? Just the tip is purple.
Yeah.
And I think you'll see, yeah, that is a good question. I think you'll see it still does a pretty good job at being rainbow, right? So it does, this one specifically will cover the purple. If you do like the headset, obviously you still get a bit of purple there. But when I was making these, I did test things like that, and I just felt like at the end of the day, you can tell the rarity, right? And that's the key. You don't, if it covers it to the point where you're like, I don't know if this is like the rare rainbow version or if it's the warm color or the cool color. This one you can clearly tell. So I don't think it's too much of an issue, but that's also just my opinion.
And this question is built on that. How hard do you think in the extension, like if I wanted to take off my Amoebits hat, maybe do you guys have plans to maybe implement something like that? Or how hard would it be to do something like that? Like if I wanted to just like have, I don't know, have my Amoebit just display without the hat or without the horns or something like that,
Yeah, let me try this guy real quick.
Oh, that's more of a question for me. And
yeah, would that be possible, Vlams?
The extension would be growing in complexity. It'd be a later thing to implement in the extension. But it could be done because basically the extension will have your Amoebit, which will have all the properties. And if we have all the files in the extension, we can layer them onto a canvas image in the same way that we layer them when we generate the image. And so theoretically, you could just toggle hat on or off, and it would just regenerate the NFT on the fly without the hat on. And that's how we would go about repurposing the expressions for when the Amoebit is sad or when it's happy. We could just take off the eyes and put on happy eyes, or take off the eyes and put on sad eyes or something, But the extension currently is not nearly as complicated, and it doesn't have access to any of that information right now. But I think as we get closer to mint day, I can start working on more complicated features. I just want it to be feature complete before I start sinking my time into like the quality of life stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. And yeah, I'm sure you've got just like ideas stacked up that you want to do in the future. But that would be something that would be cool.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I hesitate to like ask Blums to do much other than what he's already doing. Things like that, like editing the image on the fly, which I guess sounds like he can do, but he's just already doing a lot. So I try not to push too hard.
Oh, welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chris Beacons, for hopping in. Good to have you. So yeah, that's that. We should probably talk about. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying welcome.
Oh, okay. Our plan for midday right now, and this is more for YouTube, but we're looking at the 24th. I think that's gonna work out. I'm trying to take off a day of work actually to make sure that I can be around to,
And we're tentatively planning on releasing on Solana right now because gas fees are like so cheap. I mean, on every single trade, you're paying $50. On every single mint, you're paying $50 for, minimum for no reason, pretty much.
But I feel like that just can't be sustainable. Like, you can't. If trading Pokemon cards or trading Yu-Gi-Oh cards had that kind of price tag, like I don't think people would really do it. It's too heavy to buy in.
Yeah, I feel you.
But anyways, that's our general assets. Blums, do you want to show the browser extension? We'll go over that just for the recording at least, and then we can kind of talk about whatever.
Yeah, I could.
Okay, I'll hop off stream.
All right. This is a really, really early version of the extension. I've only been working on it for like 3 days. Can you guys see this?
Yep.
Yeah. Damn, your Amoeba is pimping, dude.
It's so pimping.
Rare boy, dude. That rare rainbow body.
So basically, you have a food, a water, and an energy meter, and they'll all have values as generated from the Amoebit. So different Amoebits will have different values. But right now, the extension just has them all default to some static number, and they're all ticking down. I'm not sure if you can notice, but they're actually depleting. And you'll refill them by clicking these feed buttons, and the energy by clicking the Amoebit, like petting it, right? When they hit 0 or maybe below 5% or something, your Amoebit will enter some kind of like dilapidated state or some kind of sleep state where it won't really interact with you anymore. Right here in this open space, there's going to be a message box where the Amoebit will like speak to you about things that you have going on. That's not implemented yet, but it's going to be soon. I was working on more like core logic and like getting these buttons to work. And obviously when you feed your Amoebit or give it water, it's not going to refill the entire bar completely, and these will go on cooldown, but that's just not in yet. In addition to it being like a Tamagotchi-like experience where you're interacting with your Amoebit, the extension is going to have some productivity-like features, including goals, checklists, reminders, and timers. The only thing that I've built out so far is timers because it shares a lot of the same code that the base loop here needs. And I kind of went back and forth with Joey on the design a little bit, but we think we're going to copy Google more. But it works in the same way that Google does right now. You can type in 5 minutes or like microwave time, like 500. So it's decent. Stopwatch doesn't work yet, but that would be pretty easy to get going. So yeah, these are just little tabs, and they change the current page view. Checklist, goals, reminders, they're all just temporary pages right now, but they'll soon be functional. And these are going to be a little easier to build, I think, because timers is a little bit more, I don't know, complicated, I suppose. Just with all the like core component of the like Tamagotchi game loop stuff, and getting this display to like track just right is kind of an interesting challenge. But yeah, it's in here now. So
how fast does the energy and all the other stats, how fast do they deplete?
So right now, I've got this going on like in this like test stage. So right now it's supposed to go every 1 minute, but for development purposes, I have it going every 5 seconds just for so I can see it going pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine the numbers will have to be tweaked to make it so that like you need to be interacting with your Amoeba like probably once every, I don't know, 12, 16 hours, because that seems about appropriate. Maybe once a day. I don't know if, we should make it any more or less.
Yeah, I was picturing 2 or 3 days, maybe if you left it completely full, just because I do want to be able to maintain that functionality if like I have a task tomorrow that I want it to remind me to do.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't want to have to go get on my computer and I guess if it's reminding you, you're on your computer anyways, so maybe that doesn't make sense. But
Yeah, I don't
think
know.
longer life as opposed to shorter life is a little bit more
Yeah.
beneficial, but we can see how it feels and we can change it after the fact, right? After release.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious.
Or maybe if you guys implement a leveling system or something, maybe the life would just increase with every level a little bit or something. I don't know.
Well, and that was the plan for your initial role as well. Everyone, let's say the bare minimum is 24 hours of life on each of those 3, and then your
Mhm.
role can potentially get a bit higher in each area. So certain
I
Amoebas
see.
will be more valuable because they'll have longer lifespans, but that will depend on your role.
Right. Well, yeah, that's the extension so far. I'm going to be working on it all week, next week, and the following week. And getting the wallet integration on the website too, probably in the next week. It's going to be interesting. I think I can do it all though, so pretty confident.
Oh yeah.
Dope.
Yes.
As of now, does the energy drain at the same rate as the food and water?
Yeah, they all actually no. I made them all drain different rates.
Okay.
Just so that I could see that the displays are working separately, so they wouldn't all be going at the same pace. But yeah,
Because I was thinking, what if you even made like food and water have a cooldown, and then energy, like it drains slower when you have energy, and just when your energy runs out, then your food and water drains slightly faster. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's a good concept.
yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, the only purpose for the energy really is to have something that's not just clicking a button, to have some kind of like click on your Amoeba. And
Yeah,
if we could have some kind of overlay to manipulate the sprite as well when you pet them, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think in the future, once that feature's in, because it sounds like we kind of need that, so I might turn some more of my time later on towards implementing that, because this is just an image right now. It's not a canvas. If this were a canvas, we would be able to get the canvas data and then manipulate each pixel by pixel, and that's how we would be able to replace these expressions with, like if you're petting it, you'd obviously be making like a, I don't know, like a lovey face or something, So that can be done later pretty much. But right now it's just the NFT image. So.
Oh yeah.
It's also the same image from the website. It's this guy right here.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
Nice. That's a good plug for the website too.
Oh yeah.
If you're seeing this on YouTube, you should go check out the website. Follow the socials.
Yeah. So the login button will be up here. Soon TM. But hell yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I went back to this tab, but actually I can just pull this up anywhere. That's actually the beauty of having this be an extension, is that it'll work on any page anywhere all the time. So
yeah, exactly.
You don't have to log into a website and log in with your wallet all the time. I mean, you'll have to do that initially to verify that you own the NFT, but after that, it'll be done forever. So hell yeah.
Hey, and cool. I'm looking at the website right now. Just a cool idea I have is maybe if you could like drag the microscope around or something, to see all the different types of combinations now that you have more samples.
That would be cool.
Things like that.
Yeah. The issue is, I feel like there's a lot of work to be done on the extension, and it's
100%.
hard to put more time into the website, because it feels less consequential. But
yeah,
I don't know. It'd be nice if I could write HTML as well, but I'm not that smart.
Khan Academy.
Yeah.
Nah.
I could start learning now.
Nah, web development's, you could probably get into web development and like start writing applications within like a couple months. Because, like as you write it, you see it. So you can really get a feel for it really quickly because you can iterate so quick.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and that's kind of the cool thing with this project is there's so much potential once you pass like the base things that actually make it workable and usable, then you can add in so much.
Yeah.
After like,
Yeah.
there's just a lot of potential.
Yeah, like I've been working on the extension for like 2 or 3 days now, and it's already at this stage. So like what I'll be able to do in 3 weeks, it's gonna be so good, man.
You're a god.
Yeah.
I wonder, what do you guys think? Do you think it needs to be colorful? Because I was thinking keep the colors pretty minimal because we're gonna have different types of NFTs in there eventually. Is the hope, and I don't want them to clash with each other. But do you guys feel like it needs to have a little bit more pop of color? Or maybe do like a dark theme and a light theme? That could be kind of cool.
I think the functionality is probably more important at this stage, and then the NFT variations.
Yeah. I think dark and light theme would probably be pretty sufficient.
Yeah, I can make that a toggle in the options for the extension. Maybe I'll default to dark theme because everyone likes dark theme stuff. Meanwhile, I'm on white Discord.
I was just about to point that out. Why are you on light Discord?
Just because it pisses people off.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, dude. Man. Yeah, so I was thinking, Vlams, it'd be cool if we could do a shifting background, like, arrows on the edges. If we could, like, let's say we partner with Bitmates, right? And we're loading a Bitmate in. The Bitmate, kind of like a Smash DLC, you get the character, but you also get like stages. You could get your NFT, but if you have a Bitmate or you have a Soul Souls or a Soul Snake, it'll come with a couple backgrounds or something like that. That'd be pretty cool.
Right.
But we'll have to look into that later,
God,
I suppose.
my eyes.
Sorry.
All right. Well, I think we should probably have a little closing something real quick. I'm just going to say something for the YouTube recording, but that's about what we've got set up so far. The website, the extension, kind of a demo version of the extension, and then a good chunk of assets. But hopefully in the next few weeks, certainly before mint day, we'll have everything tidied up and ready to go. So keep an eye out. Thanks.